Okay, so like
You used to be able to go into a Dollar Tree
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just like
get whatever you wanted
for
for
like
basically
basically
a
$1.
dollar.
It feels like
Right.
that
It
was just
feels like
like
that was just
yesterday.
like yesterday.
But lately it seems like I've been noticing that my bill's a little bit higher.
Oh, yeah.
Um, are you noticing the same thing?
Totally. It seems like the days of, that classic dollar store image are kind of fading.
Yeah.
You know, the one that turned into a $1.25 store,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's like even more than that. So today we're going to be diving deep into Dollar Tree
Yeah, let's do it.
and looking at why these prices are going up.
Yeah, why is everything more expensive now?
Yeah, and how are shoppers reacting to this?
Yeah, are they mad? Are they okay with it?
Yeah. And what does this mean for the future of this store that we all know and maybe love? We've been going through a lot of reports recently and even like some on-the-ground observations so we can try and figure out what's going on.
Okay, cool. So let's get into it. Let's start with the most obvious thing. The prices are going up.
Yeah.
They're creeping up. They're not all $1.25 anymore, are they?
No, not at all. And it's like really becoming more and more clear that this is happening.
Yeah.
So around March 25th of next year, we're expecting to see even more increases.
Oh, wow.
Like widespread.
Okay.
Items are going to be hitting $1.50, $1.75 in some cases.
Wow.
So Lindy Glenn has been reporting on this. She's even got like pictures of these new shelf tags.
Oh, wow.
So this is definitely happening.
Okay, so they're changing all the shelf tags.
Yeah.
I mean, this sounds like a pretty big deal.
Mm.
This isn't something that they just like decided to do overnight, though, is it?
No, it seems like it's been going on for a while.
Yeah.
Like there's been like whispers about it.
Right.
And some of the store management were even talking about it on Reddit.
Really?
Yeah, back in like mid-March 2025.
Wow.
So they were already saying that price adjustments were happening in some places.
Okay.
So they might have been doing this like in phases, you know.
Right. And you know, this isn't the first time that Dollar Tree has raised their prices.
That's true.
I mean, remember when it went from $1 to $1.25?
Yeah. I remember that. That was a big change.
It was a big change. And then they started doing those Dollar Tree Plus sections.
Yeah.
Remember those?
Yeah.
With like the $3 and $5 items?
Yes.
So it almost seems like that was like getting us ready for this.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that. Like now we're used to seeing some things that are more expensive in the store.
Right.
So like if everything is going up, it's not that big of a deal, I guess.
Yeah.
And now they're even talking about $7 price tags.
I know. So Penny Hoarder reported on this like late last year.
Okay.
And Lindy Glenn was talking about it too.
Okay.
And at first it seems like, oh, they're just going to have more of those higher priced sections.
Yeah.
But then there's that article in Penny Hoarder, and they were kind of hinting that maybe some of the stuff that's $5 now
Yeah.
is just going to go up to $7.
Yeah. So that's kind of moving even further away from that really, really cheap image.
Right. Yeah, it is.
Like it's not the dollar store anymore. It's like the whatever dollar store.
Right. So, I mean, like, we see that the prices are going up, but what's the reason?
Yeah. Why are they doing this?
Yeah. They must have some reason besides just like, wanting to make more money, right?
Totally. There's actually a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Like it's not just one thing.
Okay.
So one really important piece of this is tariffs.
Tariffs.
Yeah, tariffs.
Okay.
So CNN back in December 2024, they reported on how tariffs could really affect Dollar Tree's prices.
Okay.
So a lot of their stuff comes from other countries, mainly China.
Right.
CNBC said this too. And tariffs can make those items more expensive for Dollar Tree to get.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
So if it costs them more to buy stuff,
Yeah,
they're going to have to sell it for more.
exactly. And the interim CEO even said that they might have to like rethink what they're even selling. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
If the tariffs get too crazy.
Okay.
So Michael Seaton was saying that they might have to change like the way the products are made or make them smaller or maybe even just stop selling some things altogether
Oh, wow.
if the tariffs make it too expensive,
Right.
So tariffs are definitely part of this puzzle.
Right. And then there's the big thing that everyone's talking about these days.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
Inflation.
Oh,
I
inflation.
feel like everything's more expensive these days.
Totally. And inflation is a really big deal. And it's like hitting people who don't have a lot of money the hardest.
Yeah.
And that's Dollar Tree's main shoppers, right?
Yeah.
CNBC and Reventure Consulting, they both said that.
Right.
And Dollar General, they've even admitted this themselves,
Yeah.
Their main customers, like the people that shop there all the time, they're mostly people making less than $35,000 a year.
Wow. Okay.
So they're having to focus on just buying the stuff they really need.
Yeah. Not like the fun stuff or the extra stuff.
Right, the essentials.
Yeah. And the problem is the stuff that people need, it doesn't make as much money for the store.
Right.
So they're having to figure out how to make up for that.
Yeah, they need to get their money somewhere.
Exactly.
Okay, what about all this supply chain stuff we've been hearing about for the past couple of years?
Oh, yeah. The supply chain.
Is that still, like, messing things up?
Well, it's gotten a little bit better
Okay.
than like during the pandemic,
Okay.
but things are still kind of wonky.
Oh, okay.
So CNBC mentioned how like the companies that make stuff,
Yeah.
sometimes they were prioritizing the bigger orders, like the things that would make them more money
Okay.
over the smaller,
Yeah.
cheaper stuff that Dollar Tree wants.
Right.
So that's still probably affecting how much stuff costs and like if they can even get it.
Okay, so it sounds like it's kind of a mess still.
Yeah, kind of.
All right, and then there's also, like, just the cost of running a business, right? Like rent and all that stuff, and especially, like, paying people. All that seems to be going up.
Absolutely. And those costs are going up for everyone.
Right.
And CNBC was talking about how the minimum wage for overtime is going to go up too.
Okay.
And that's really going to affect stores like Dollar Tree that have a lot of people working for them, hourly.
Right.
All those little things add up,
Yeah, it sounds like Dollar Tree's in a really tough spot.
Yeah.
Like, they've got these tariffs they got to deal with, then they got inflation, and their main shoppers are getting squeezed, and then the supply chain's still messed up.
Yeah.
And it just costs more to run their business on top of all that.
Yeah. It's rough.
And then Reventure Consulting, they were saying how this is all part of, like, a bigger problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of people who are low and middle income are having trouble with prices going up on everything,
It's true.
like groceries and rent and all that.
Yeah.
So Dollar Tree's not alone in this, right?
No, not at all. It's like a sign of what's going on in the whole economy.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So we're starting to understand why these prices are going up, but what are people saying about it?
Yeah. Like, are people just dealing with it?
Yeah. Or is there more to the story?
There's definitely a reaction. Like, people are talking about it.
Okay.
So there's this YouTuber, Vivian Tries.
Okay.
And in one of her videos, she was showing stuff that was still $1.25.
Okay.
But she also talked about how people online were freaking out
About what?
about a UTI test that was $1.25.
Oh, wow.
So people were like losing it,
Okay.
And it just shows you like what people expect when they go to Dollar Tree.
Yeah, they expect things to be really, really cheap.
Super cheap, yeah.
Okay.
And like the idea that even like a basic health thing like that could cost way more somewhere else.
Yeah.
It like reinforces that idea that Dollar Tree is the place for cheap stuff.
Right.
So when that starts to change, people get upset.
Right. Like, that's their whole thing.
Exactly. And Lindy Glenn was reporting on how some people think that the dollar stores are like taking advantage.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Of people who don't have a lot of money
Okay.
because they're raising prices on like basic stuff that everyone needs.
Like what kind of stuff?
Like ramen noodles.
Oh, yeah.
Or those instant mashed potatoes.
Okay.
And the thing is, you might actually be able to get those things cheaper somewhere else now.
Really?
Yeah.
Like at a regular grocery store?
Yeah, like Walmart or a discount grocery store.
Wow.
So there's this sense of like disappointment,
Yeah.
Like people feel like they're getting priced out of a place that used to be like their lifeline.
Yeah, it's not $1 anymore.
Exactly.
It's not even $1.25 anymore.
Yeah.
It's like whatever, dollars.
And it wasn't just the customers who were surprised either.
Really?
Yeah.
Who else was surprised?
I think you read about this. Even the cashiers are like, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I did read that. The cashiers were like shocked at some of the new prices. That's crazy.
Like even the people working there weren't totally ready for it.
Right.
Which just shows you how much things have changed.
That's wild. And it's not like they're just raising everything by like the same amount.
Right.
Like,
Kind of all over the place.
right. It's not like everything's now $1.50,
No.
you know?
Like remember that example with the Kellogg's Nutri-Grain bars?
Oh, yeah.
Lindy Glenn talked about that.
Yeah, those were like $3.75 at Dollar Tree.
I know. That's crazy.
And I've seen them on sale at the regular grocery store for less than that.
It's weird. Like it shows that their prices are just becoming more and more different.
Yeah, totally.
Like they're moving away from that whole like everything's a dollar idea.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, so it's not that simple anymore.
Yeah.
So it makes you wonder, like, what do people want?
Right.
Do they want to pay a little bit more to still get the stuff?
Yeah.
Or do they want Dollar Tree to just stop selling those things?
Yeah. Would they rather have it be gone? Yeah. Like would they rather just not have the ramen if it's going to be $2?
That's a tough question.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
It is. What do you think? It seems like a lot of people are just kind of accepting it.
Really?
Yeah, like, fine.
Okay.
But it's probably because it's still convenient.
Yeah.
And for some people, Dollar Tree might be like the only place they can get to.
Right.
Even if the prices are higher,
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so let's shift gears a little bit and talk about how this is all like affecting Dollar Tree, the company,
okay.
like their stock price and all that stuff.
Oh, great.
So eh, have these changes been good for them or bad for them?
So the Wall Street Journal and Reventure Consulting, they've both been talking about how Family Dollar has been like dragging Dollar Tree down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like their sales haven't been good
Oh, okay.
and their stock price has been going down.
Okay.
And that's because Family Dollar hasn't been doing so well.
So wait, remind me, how is Family Dollar connected to Dollar Tree?
So Dollar Tree, they bought Family Dollar back in 2015.
Okay.
And they thought that would be a good way to like grow their business.
Right.
But it hasn't really worked out. Like a lot of the Family Dollar stores, they just haven't been kept up.
Okay.
And they've had a lot of problems.
Okay. And we've seen that like in how much their stock is worth. Right.
Yes.
It's been going down.
Yeah, both Dollar Tree and Dollar General, their stock prices have been going down in like the past year.
Okay.
Reventure Consulting said that.
Okay.
And they said that Dollar Tree's stock is down about 9%.
Okay.
And Dollar General's down even more, like 27%.
Wow.
So people who invest in those companies, they're not so happy right now.
Right.
They're worried about how those companies are doing.
Yeah, it sounds like they're not doing great. And it also sounds like the money they're making isn't really growing that much either.
No, that's another problem.
Yeah.
Reventure Consulting said that like the money that dollar stores are bringing in, it's basically flat.
Oh, right.
Like it's not really growing.
Right.
And the profit they're making, it's really small.
Okay.
And that's for like all the dollar stores, even Dollar General.
Okay.
Their sales at the stores that have been open for a while, it's like barely growing. And it's even going down if you think about inflation.
Okay.
And Family Dollar, they're actually losing money.
Oh, wow.
So that's not good.
No.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what's next for Dollar Tree?
Yeah, what are they going to do?
They're closing stores. They're like thinking about what to do with Family Dollar.
Right.
What does the future hold?
So the biggest thing happening right now is that Dollar Tree is really looking at what to do with Family Dollar.
Okay.
The Wall Street Journal reported that.
Okay.
And they might even sell it or like spin it off into a separate company.
Wow, that's a big move.
Yeah, they're serious. And they've already said that they're going to close almost 1,000 Family Dollar stores.
Wow, 1,000?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. And a lot of those are going to be closed by like early August 2025.
Wow, so pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, the Wall Street Journal was talking about how the different dollar stores are like focused on different types of places.
Yeah, what do you mean?
So like Dollar Tree, they tend to be in the suburbs.
Yeah.
And Family Dollar is more in cities.
Okay.
And Dollar General is more in the country.
Right.
And it seems like the city stores are the ones having the most trouble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And why is that?
Well, it just costs more to run a store in the city.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And they've got more competition there, too.
Oh, really?
So like Walmart and Target, they're getting bigger in cities.
Okay.
And then you have those discount grocery stores like Aldi.
Right.
They might not always have the absolute cheapest prices on every single thing.
Yeah.
But they have more stuff to choose from.
Right.
And their stores are just like nicer to shop in, you know?
Right. They're fancier. Okay. So it's getting harder for Dollar Tree to compete.
And they're also moving away from just having everything be $1, you know?
Yeah, like CNBC's been saying that.
Yeah.
They're adding in all these different prices.
Yeah, it seems like their plan is to have more stuff that costs between $1.50 and $7.
Wow. Okay.
And maybe even more in the future.
So what do you think?
Well, I get it, you know?
Yeah.
Having everything be $1.25 was cool, but it also kind of limited what they could sell.
Yeah, that's true.
And it made it hard for them to like deal with prices going up on everything.
Right.
So by having different prices, they can offer more things.
Right.
And hopefully make more money.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
But if they keep raising prices and selling more expensive things, are they going to just become like any other store?
Right.
Like Lindy Glenn and CNBC were both talking about that.
It's a good question.
Yeah.
Like if they're not really about the super low prices anymore, what makes them different? They're going to have to compete with Walmart and all those other stores.
Right.
And those stores might be better at like making people feel like they're getting a good deal.
Right.
Even if it's not the cheapest price.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Okay, so just to recap, Dollar Tree's raising prices.
Yeah.
And it's not just because they're greedy or something.
Right. It's way more complicated than that.
Yeah. It sounds like it's because of tariffs and inflation and the supply chain problems and just the cost of running a business.
Exactly. Like, it's a whole bunch of stuff happening all at once.
Right, and people are reacting in different ways.
Yeah, some people are bummed about it.
Right.
Some people are like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, and it's even affecting how much their company is worth. Like, their stock price is down and their profits are shrinking.
Yeah, and they're having to make some big changes, like maybe even selling off Family Dollar and changing how they price stuff.
Yeah, that's a lot of change.
It is.
So next time I'm at Dollar Tree and I see a price that's like way higher than I expect,
Mhm.
I'll try to remember that it's not so simple.
It's definitely not just one thing, right?
Right.
It's all the stuff we talked about.
Yeah, you know what it makes me think about? Like all the other things in my life that are getting more expensive.
It's true. It's like everything, right?
Yeah. So Dollar Tree is just like one example of how the economy is affecting all of us.
Absolutely.
So what do you think the future of discount shopping is going to be like?
Yeah, I don't know.
For you, for me, for everybody?
It's tough to say.
Is Dollar Tree still going to be the place to go?
Yeah. Is it?
Or are we going to have to find new places to shop?
Yeah, I mean, are we going to have to start making our own stuff?
Who knows?
But it makes you think about, like, what's important.
Yeah.
Like, do you want something that's convenient?
Right.
Do you want the cheapest price?
Right.
Like, what are you willing to pay for?
Yeah.
And it's like a question we all have to answer.
Yeah. And it's not always an easy answer.
Not at all. But thanks for joining us on this deep dive today. It's been fun chatting about this.
Yeah, this was a good one. Thanks.